What is a country that you have always wanted to visit? My name is Edin Dizdarevic, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about the culture, communication behaviors, and a recent event that occurred in Bosnia. My interest in Bosnia comes from my hunger to learn more about the country that my family is from. Considering that I am the only person in my family to be born in the US, I will detach from Bosnian culture. First, I will tell you about the culture, then the communication behaviors, and then lastly, I will tell you about a recent event that occurred in Bosnia. Let me begin with the culture. According to Culturegram's Online World Edition, in the category under Bosnia in the art section, Bosnia is well known for its dances, sung poetry, and its culinary arts. So, a popular genre of dance in Bosnia is folk dance. Each region in Bosnia has its own kind of folk dance called a kola. And poetry in Bosnia is often related to love and is played with a single string instrument called a gusel. Continuing with Culturegram's Online, but this time under the diet section, Bosnian diet it often consists of meats, pies, and vegetables. By pie, I do not necessarily mean the sweet and savory kind of pie you have for dessert, but I mean meat pies like burek, cheese pies like srnica, and cabbage pie. Other meats that are popular among Bosnians are cevapi, sujuka, which are sausage-like meats that are made out of beef and chicken. Considering that Bosnia is predominantly Muslim, it is difficult to find these kind of meats in pork. Now, I will tell you about the communication behaviors. In a survey completed by Hofstede Insights under their Culture Compass, in the category of country comparison in Bosnia, Bosnia is a country that values its power distance and its long-term orientation, but it lacks individualism. Bosnia has a very high power distance compared to other countries like the US. People that hold power in Bosnia tend to be depicted in a hierarchy-like order, and they tend to also distance themselves from society. Bosnia takes its tradition very seriously, which ties back to its long-term orientation. People that are in the Bosnian culture often are pragmatic, which means that they find truth in a situation. They find truth in a situation based off of its context and its time. Since Bosnia leaks individualism, it is a collectivist culture. Their collectivist culture ties back to its long-term orientation. People in Bosnia value loyalty above all else, and they tend to protect their friends whenever they form a friendship with them. Now, I will transition to an event that recently occurred in Bosnia. Elian Peltier from the New York Times published an article on September 17th of 2020. Momcilo Krajnic, a Bosnian Serbian parliament speaker during the Bosnian War, died of coronavirus. Krajnic he committed crimes against humanity for his involvement of the extermination of Bosnian Muslims during the Bosnian War. For context, over 100,000 Bosnian Muslims were killed during this war. In 2006, Krajnic underwent a 30-month trial that ended up being sentenced 27 years of prison. During his 14th year, he ended up dying of coronavirus. This angered many Bosnians because they wanted Krajnic to pay for the crimes that he did. He only ended up serving half of his 27 years, and this angered many Bosnian people. With that said, let me conclude. First, I told you about the culture of Bosnia, and then I told you about its communication behaviors, and lastly, I concluded with a recent event that Bosnia is undergoing. Bosnia is the home of beautiful tradition and loyal and amazing friends. Thank you.